these teams in the playoffs right now, the 49ers, the Eagles, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. But what if I told you one or two of these teams did not really have that good of a chance to be. Hold on. I need some cord here. I always forget to set it up. It always gets me. All right. There we go. That's a little better. What if I told you the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the 49ers? What if I told you only really one of those teams had much of a shot at being in a position where they could go to Super Bowl 57 very, very soon? Let's take a look back at the preseason real quick and talk about, how these odds. This is from sportingnews.com, last updated Monday, February 14th. This was after Super Bowl 56. The Chiefs had the best odds at 610. Then, of course, the Buffalo Bills had 665. Those were the two best teams. The team to come out of the NFC, they liked the Rams. Hell, you can't even find them in the playoffs this year. What if I told you the Bengals, who have a chance to beat the Chiefs and get back to a Super Bowl, they're at plus 1,100? What if I told you the 49ers plus 1,400? My Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost in the wild card big time. 1,500. Green Bay Packers 1,600. The Eagles are the best team in the NFL today. I will say that. Did anybody foresee this? Not this website, because let me scroll down a little bit, and you'll find that the Eagles odds were at 4,000. They were below the Colts, who were supposed to have the number one pick or could possibly trade up for the number one pick. They're in the top 5 in the draft, basically. You got the Cleveland Browns. They suck. The Cardinals, just, an absolute joke of a season, if you ask me. The Seahawks, they made a wild card. They did okay. The Eagles have defied all of the odds this season. So when we go back and we look and rewind who didn't have a chance, the Eagles didn't have a chance this year. Eagles did not have much of a chance this season. You had the Dolphins at plus 4,200. Let me remind you, they made the wild card playoffs. They lost to Buffalo, but they did make a wild card. Tampa Bay made a wild card. They were looking at Tom Brady and saying, we'll give you 1,500 odds. That's not bad at all. I'll give them some credit. I'll give them some props. That's not bad. But some of these teams that we saw in the playoffs this year, they didn't really have much of a chance. I mean, the Giants made the divisional round. And they had 8,200 odds. 8,200. That's crazy. The Jaguar. Look at the Jaguars number right here, 10,600. Did the Jaguars not just make the divisional round? That's insane, man. I can't even believe it. But, when I look back at this and I look at these odds, I just can't help but laugh. And it just goes to show you, no matter what the preseason odds are, any team can come up out of nowhere from behind and just absolutely dominate the game, go out there, put on a show, put in the effort, and make it as far as they want to in the playoffs. Congratulations to the Chiefs and the Bengals, the Eagles and the 49ers. Can't wait to watch them on Sunday. And We'll see who's headed to the Super Bowl. But I figured I'd pull that up and talk about it. None of these teams really had much of a chance other than the Chiefs. I guess the 49ers, they were okay. Let me rewind and look back up here. They were at plus 1,400, just behind the Bengals at plus 1,100. The two here's your top 5 teams. The Chiefs, they're in. The Bills, the Rams, the Bengals, who are still in, and the 49ers. So you had at least 3 of the top 5 odds, according to sportingnews.com, for Super Bowl 57. So, and then, of course, after that, the Bucs, the Packers, the Cowboys, these teams followed. The Cowboys came up short the divisional round. The Bucs fell short in the wild card. There's a lot that happened. There's a lot that took place. And we're down to the Final Four. I can't wait. And good luck to all of these teams. And may the better team make it to the Super Bowl. So, want to hear from you guys in the comments what you think about Super Bowl odds. I know preseason it shouldn't matter too much, but when it does come to the NFL, you take into account maybe what's going to happen with the talent that they have, and you take into account, the draft. You take into account signings and trades and all kinds of chaos that could ensue throughout the season, and nothing really happened. Like, take the Eagles, man. The Eagles, man, they were almost at the bottom of the barrel at plus 4,000. This Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni and Devontae Smith and a talented, probably one of the most prolific offensive lines that we have in the game today. Looks very, very solid, complete. This is a team that had 4,000 odds, plus 4,000. They are one step away from a Super Bowl, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I love y'all. Let me know what you think about Super Bowl odds. Who do you think is going to make the Super Bowl? Then ultimately let me know who's going to win the Super Bowl. I think it's the year for the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, ultimately. But got to be careful because you got a strong 49er defense on Sunday. Really, really strong. I love y'all. Peace out. Jesus loves you. God bless. And I'll say from a Buccaneer fan, go Bucks.